Hey guys, Driven to Compete here. Boosted Tag. His wife Jen's with us. We're here with Ray and Dusty and everybody. We're at an event in Lancaster for the Marine Corps Toys for Tots. It's a cars and coffee event. And before they start blasting some music, we're going to go ahead and we're going to walk around. I'll show you some of the cool stuff that's here. I expect that it's going to fill up and get much larger than it currently is. Anyway, if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button and the bell. Stay up to date on all my videos. Thanks for watching. See this car? This thing is amazing. I'm talking to the owner, and it has air ride. He has Camaro swapped onto it here. And this thing is clean. He was showing me all the how he has it set up. It's got a dial to run like the new cars. It's got a dial for the transmission, and I just want you to see this brake package on this thing is just badass. And I asked him because of my Pontiac, I said, who did your tires? He said, Diamondback tires. We'll put the red, we'll do the lines on those tires. So if you're watching this and you got a classic and you want to put red line tires on it, there you go. Look at the inside. So let me take a second here to slide in here. So that is right there where I'm pointing to. It's actually controls for the transmission and such, and he has them hidden to right above the stereo. He has them hidden as the controls to the air ride. And I don't know if you can see. I'm going to zoom in across here. Hold on. Those are those buttons all work his windows and door locks. But just look at the interior on this. I mean, this is just, you can't begin, until you do something like this, you can't begin to appreciate how much time it takes to build this. And this car is just gorgeous. I mean, look at the paint. Look at the paint and how it's actually textured. It looks like it's metal, like a finish. It's just fantastic. Look at the back brake package. Let me just stand back for a second and give you guys a full view of this car. I mean, this thing, can you imagine? Cutlass, wagon. I mean, look at the lights. You can't, it's just all this time and money put into this. And I gotta tell you, this is one of the coolest cars here today at the Toys for Tots Cars and Coffee in Lancaster. This thing's just badass. Yeah. So there you go. Look at this boosted tag and the eye candy as always. I know if you watch my channel, you're probably sick of seeing this car. Here's one you don't see that often, my 67 Firebird. And it was funny because I shot some video of that Cutlass wagon, and a gentleman and we were talking. He was striking up conversation. He was asking me about this car, so let me just tell you about it a little bit. So I've had this car since '94. It's the original 326 HO engine, trans and rear to best of my knowledge. It is a true HO car. I have made some mods to it. It did come with a big brake kit from the factory. I switched them out. I put a 4-piston Willwood package on it, and I've lowered it. I put a Hotchkiss performance suspension package under it, which was springs, and it sits about 2 inches lower than factory, 2.5, something to that nature. It's got some cool options on the car. It does have the fold down rear seat, which I've always thought was cool. It is console delete, which I thought was cool as well, because everybody has a console. I've added the triple gauges that are on the bottom, and I did change the steering wheel out because it did come through with a dyed steering wheel, and it was supposed to look like fake wood, and it just didn't look good anymore. But you can kind of see the car for yourself there. I left the drum brakes on the back. If I ever want to put it back to original, I can easily do that. But you can kind of see the car. And one thing I chose to do was delete the Pontiac spelling off the trunk, just to try to clean it up a little bit, give it just that slight customized look. But yeah, there it is. It's my 67. I hope you guys Pontiac guys like that. Again, here you go. Dusty's car. It's freaking cool. Ray's car. We were doing this over the weekend. I mean, this it's not just a channel, it's not just a car club. We are just a super great group of friends. So we painted these, tried to dress the underneath up. I think it turned out great. We had paint that mixed for the paint color of this car, this race red from Ford. But you know, I gotta tell you, this is the daily driver. He has 50,000 miles on this car, and I can't say enough about how good this car looks. Every time. So if you're a Mustang fan, I think you would appreciate this car. And of course, he served in the military, and he has a wrap done from when he served in the military, and he carried that theme back here to the back as well. And I think that just looks fantastic. I just showed you Ray's car, and I turned around and looked down the row here, and it's not really a straight row, but it's all Mustangs. And I'm not going to shoot all these and make this a strictly Mustang video, because that's not who I am. I love everything, but I wanted to at least walk down here and give you an idea of what all's here today. And yeah, you don't see many of these anymore. That's cool. Yeah, and then you get all of my Volkswagen stuff, so it's cool that somebody's here rocking a Volkswagen. This is a little bit over the top, but still cool, I guess. Finally, a Hellcat with the brass monkey wheels. Everybody I say, oh, you should put brass monkey wheels on, they're like, nah, it would never look good with this color. This looks fantastic. This would not have been my first choice for a color scheme, but this thing works. I love it. And I love the stripes too. For once, somebody's put some stripes on a Hellcat. And Challenger, not Charger. I see Chargers with it, but that just looks cool. Here's another cool car, Shelby CS, that showed up. What's cool about this is you get to see stuff that you don't normally see at events like this. Somebody's really worked on this car. It looks fantastic. Check that out. It's really done a solid job on this car. It looks great. I'm going to back up here for you and let you take a quick look. But yeah, and just put aftermarket race seats in it, and a detachable steering wheel, which is cool. But still, I mean, back in the day, these things were quick for what they were. Beautiful SS 396 Chevelle for you Chevy fans, 70. And I've got a family member with one of these. It's a 70 or 71. And you know, these things are just cool. And these folks are, it's cold, but her SS on the plate there, and that's probably the driver there. But these things are just cool. And of course, here you got your exotics came in today. And these things just look so angry from the front. Let me walk around here. They've got the engine compartment opened up. Let you guys take a quick look. So I've always thought this is crazy how you have the air ducts and to catch and feed the air back here. And this is a V10, just like the R8's V10. They share the same engine platform. I think this one's probably making more power, but still, I mean, it's just a great looking supercar, something that I'll never be able to afford, but still very cool. These things look just great. Angry M, another Lambo, Gallardo Performante. I think these guys are just two-wheel drive. I can't remember. They make a performance version that was two-wheel, and then they made a special one that was all-wheel drive. But this thing is just gorgeous for an older Lambo. Just look at the interior and that. That's not just super cool. Another Hellcat, another crazy color. Is it, you know, I don't think it's that bad, but you're saying it's not a color you would be a fan of?
You know, that's not me.
I know.
A lot of people love green.
I can tell you this, if I spent the kind of money for one of these cars, these would be kept clean. I don't understand why people buy cars and don't keep them clean. So if you're watching this video and you're in this Hellcat, clean your car. And we're walking over here and Jimmy's like, these need K-swap. These need K-swapped. Go ahead, say it to this guy. I dare you. This thing is super cool. And this thing is in great shape compared to what you normally see. They are, wow. Check that out, guys. Wow. That's cool. The that's cool that they kept that, that they found that. Look at the exhaust. Looks great. Great color. Back up here. Show you guys. Yeah. Now I wanted to come over here, show you the truck here. The Iron Patriot, American Pride Edition, Don't Tread on Me. Love the seats. Everything's wrapped. That's awesome. I love the seat covers in this thing. I seriously would love to put something like that in my Dodge. Check out the wheels. They put the color, pulled the color together. We the people. That's just a great looking truck. Let me back up here. I love the seats in this thing. Just a nice truck. Remember the fallen. That's awesome. Honor, courage, and commitment. Let me zoom in for you guys so you can appreciate what that says there. Honor, courage, commitment, and yeah. Remember the fallen. Cool. Need some Honda stuff here as well. Boosted tag. Honor him and his love of Hondas. This is clean. I gotta tell you, I typically don't like sheeting these cars because they always are beat to hell, but this car is gorgeous. This is, I mean, look at the inside on this. This car is straight. It's clean. It's not, I mean, this is a nice looking older Civic. I gotta tell you, I know that if you're watching this, this may not be your thing, but I gotta tell you, this I like. That is just, somebody gave this car what it deserved, some serious love. Looks great. And got an Eclipse here that's just off the hook as well. Jeez. Look at the size of that turbo, Jimmy. Look at that. That's just crazy. Oh yeah. I mean, I love it because that, yeah. I mean, it's a nice build when you think about it. So here's another nice build here. He spent some time on this car and it shows. I like it. Check that out. How you doing? Is this yours? Yeah. Nice. Nice job. I love the fact that he did both seats. He didn't do just one like they always like to do. And
Type R rears.
Yeah, looks great. Looks super great.
Did you find a blower down there, hon?
No, I didn't. Oh, oh, there it is. Let me show you there. That's cool. Let me zoom in. Yeah, you have that hidden well. I like that. I like that a lot. It's a good looking car.
Thank you.
Yeah. Jeez. Hey Jimmy, you like this?
How you doing?
mean, you use a paint job, but man, this is badass little CRX. I'm sure this car moves out really well. You can see where somebody's done a rust repair already on it, but you know, still, you know, these cars, they didn't get the love that they should have gotten. They weren't taken care of, and somebody's obviously working on this to get it back. I think that's great. So I had to come over here. This thing is off the hook. This car is gorgeous, and I gotta tell you, this car, I mean, to spend the money you spend first of all for one of these is crazy, but then you customize it like they did. Kudos to them. I mean, look, they put the striping on the side. The wheels are painted red. I mean, the stripe that they did, I love it. I love the whole car. Just looks fantastic. If I don't know who owns this, but if you're watching this, this thing is off the hook, and I envy you. This is fantastic. This is really cool to see somebody out here. It's got some signatures on it, so obviously it's been out and about. But orange and white, you typically don't see orange. It's always red typically, and it's cool. It's a drag car back in the glory days. Check out the tires on the back of that. Holy cow, just off the hook. 57. Wow. 545 cubic inch. This thing is like running straight off the headers. I'll show you there. It is loud as hell. I'm gonna shoot up inside there, give you a look at the motor. There you go. But it's a bit crazy, to say the least. Over here so you can actually see it. It is GT4?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Cayman GT4. These are nice. Yeah. Got these Hummers. These things are cool. This white one's badass. Wheels are just off the hook. This is like a military style, you know, and definitely see inside there. But then you got this guy here, and it's obviously can't see in there, but it's more for civilian use. Somebody bought this and just went to town on it. That's badass. Jeez, this thing is just, yeah,
That's cool.
that is badass. This thing is crazy. It's got a nicer interior in it. It's actually got a back seat and stuff put in it. Life on Wheels 717 is looks like air, but man, that's badass. Check this GTI VR6 out. I'm digging this.
Turboed VR6.
Turboed VR6. Wow. Somebody spent some money and some time. This is, wow. Check that out. It's badass.
Where?
And you got your quintessential, if you grew up in the 80s, this is the quintessential car, man, to have. Excuse me. This thing is just badass. Here he has his 8th mile, 6.7, 104. Wow. Okay. He's changed the seats on it. Somebody did over the years. Yes, that's somebody's driving that. That thing's this car here.
Yeah, we met this guy. Or I met this guy.
You've met this
Yeah,
guy?
he's pretty cool.
Made in Australia by Chrysler. Isn't that nuts? That's off the hook. Valiant. Look at the front end. It's got a completely different front end, probably for Australia. Right-hand drive, straight from Australia. Check that shit out. Pacer 245. That's cool. That's different. You don't see stuff like, I mean, that's what I love about it. And, you know, I'm probably going to take shit from Mopar guys if I don't at least show the Challengers here. RT with the big ass tires on the back, skinnies on the front, welds, and yeah. Here's a Jack Hawk. This is a big money car, and these things are, for what they were built for, they are quick. And I want to show you, you know, perspective here. These things just look so cool. To take a Grand Cherokee, I'll show you the Trackhawk logo in the back, and the duals. I mean, it's just cool as shit. I can't say enough. And of course, it's parked next to this guy here. He's got demon badging on it. I've seen this car before, and yeah, as well. Check out all these cool V-dubs. These guys are.
You remember the first VR6s came out?
Oh, there's an R. I have to walk over and look at that then.
When they first came out, I was up in Syracuse.
Great. Here's this R. This has an APR brake package upgrade. I think these cars stop phenomenal as they are. I can't imagine they upgrade just the fronts. But manual trans car, you know, yeah, owning one of these myself, I can tell you that there's no way a manual can beat a DSG car. These DSG cars are just off the hook, but this is still a nice car. You know, here's this Camaro we came across, LS swap done, clean. You know, these things just look fantastic when they're done right. It's got brakes front and rear done to it. That's not the. That looks like it's out of a newer Camaro. The console, it's cool. They, you know, seats are from a different year as well. This is a 67, so it would have had low back seats. They got kid seats in there. It's cool that they're making it a family thing. Couldn't help myself. I had to come over. Ray doesn't believe these things scoot. Look at the size of the intercooler in front of that. And the tires. And it sounded nasty when it came in. It's got Mickey Thompson's on it. ET Street SS's. Yeah, I wish the owner was here that I could ask him to open it up so we could take a better look at it. But this thing's gotta move out. Pledge allegiance to the flag. That's awesome. Fuck ISIS. Let me zoom out here and I'll see what we got. Supra. This thing is gorgeous. Can you imagine? I mean, this is an older Ferrari now, but still, the coolest factor is just, these things are so cool. So cool. And again, if I owned a car that was worth the kind of money this is worth, I would have these freaking wheels spotless. I'm not sure why that folks neglect their wheels, but as a detailer, man, I look at that kind of stuff all the time. Willys. That's you don't see these guys much. Yeah, it's a nice clean car.
Wrong with it, or just kind of
Just,
went through, went, no one's paying attention.
you know, it's got a roll cage in it. It's probably a fiberglass car. These guys are reproduced a lot in fiberglass. My buddy Darren's building one as we speak, but just a cool car. Let me show you the tires and wheels on the bottom of this first. Check that out. Check out the Viper here. Most likely he just bought it. Got temporary tags on it. Again, this is an older Viper, but these things just look. How about it for the body style? This is probably, I don't know, 04, 06, somewhere in that ballpark. I mean, it's an older car, but the body style just speaks to you. Jen, you want an Outback? You want a Subi?
Yeah, I like the station one.
I thought I'd cheat this car. And
That reminds me of the Arizona T-Bomber.
just, yeah, it's a wrap. They picked a color that's not seen or done very often. And I'm not a fan of the mirrors, but hey, to each their own. I mean, these, you know, customization's how you do it. And as long as you make it unique, that's all that matters. Let me back up here. Yeah, this is a crazy color. It works though, doesn't it? It just works. On this car, it just works. And there's another crazy color you wouldn't expect to see. But this actually looks good. With the color of the calipers, the wheels, the seats. I mean, the car looks good. Honestly, for what it is, that color works. So if you're watching this and this is your car, kudos to you. Great choice. I had to walk over here for a couple reasons. One, love the GTI. Love the wheels. I saw this last weekend at an event, and I just love it. It works. But this Fury, you know, looks so cool coming in, and I just wanted to shoot that for you, you know. And there's also specials, just an old 4-door Fury from Plymouth, but just cool. You know, you don't see stuff like this. And I wanted to give you a feel that, you know, there's all kinds of stuff here today. And then this truck sounded nasty coming in. I'm gonna shoot this. Look at the engine work in this. Yeah, incredible. Wanted to show that though. I love these Z's. I don't feel like these guys have gotten enough love. This thing looks great as well. The colors. He's got, yeah, Aeroflow Dynamics front lip on it. And I mean, that's, for what they are, that is a sharp car. And I mean, these cars are just rolling in here still. We're like 2 hours into this show, and it's crazy what you see coming in here.